Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream by Virtual Flight Diaries. We are here once again with SayIntentions Ai and their SkyOps. And what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the air ambulance missions. And I've been playing around with this thing, and I really think it's pretty cool. And what I've been playing around with, so the SayIntentions website says in order to get a mission, you have to, tune in SkyOps and 122.11 and ask for a mission. So I've been playing around with, especially with the air ambulance stuff, kind of making a ready-made mission. So we're going to tell dispatch that we're ready to pick up our patient to transport them to Homer, because that's going to be the route that I set up. And oh, by the way, we're here in Kodiak, Alaska, and we're going to see how this works. Kind of make it more immersive, I guess the word would be. So, like I said, we're in Kodiak, Alaska, and it is miserable out. But we're gonna get our pitot covers and our engine covers off, and we're gonna get out of here. So I'm leaving real time, real weather, because this is the type of missions that these air ambulance guys would be doing. There's no, oh, it's raining out, it's IFR. No, we got to get the patient to where we need to be. So as long as it is not unsafe to travel completely, we will we'll go. So here we are. Let's get in the cockpit. Got our co-pilot on board. Actually, let's do a controls check to make sure my bindings are good. We got rudder pedals, they're good. Brakes good. We got mixture, throttle, and propellers. All right. We got our fuel on board. Let's get powered up here. So battery on, magnetos on, fuel turn on. All right, so we got get some lights on in here. All right, so got the lights on, got the power on. Let's get our nav lights on and our beacon lights on, and fuel pump can go to low. There's only one setting. Okay. Turn the fuel pumps on. Primer up. Oh. Click spots a little. So this is default Cessna 404 Titan. The click spots are a little, get the mixtures up. Correct the throttles. 2,000 RPMs. Let those engines warm up. And engine number 2. Fire that puppy up. So for a default plane, this one isn't too bad actually, and it's got the it's already set up for air ambulance. So one of the good things is we're getting more variety of liveries in the sim because of the career mode. Now, Pituhika, come on, avionics on. Put the stall heater on. Alright, so fuel pumps could come off. And let's get set up here. So really neat little trick with Navigraph is you could get a flight plan in it, and then from the Navigraph program we can insert that flight plan into the GPS. So let's call our tabula. Pull up the Navigraph flight plan. Oh. Okay. Just link that up. Okay. Nope. No, that's not the one I want either. Let's import the fresh one. The RNAV. Alright, so what you could do is when you're in the EFB tablet in the sim is go to export and it's load active flight plan into the game. And it puts it right in. It's really cool. Now, if you don't have a Navigraph subscription, you can use the other flight planning system. But I'm used to Navigraph, so I like using it. All right, so fuel's loaded in, weights are loaded in. Let's get the ATIS.
500 feet. Solid overcast at 1,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point 3. Altimeter 2970. Density altitude minus 1,000 feet. Arriving and departing runways 811. 1. Instrument approaches are in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instruction.
So we have Juliet. So another cool thing is if you like little nifty gadgets and stuff like that with the SayIntentions Ai, is they've just added for partner program, they just added Flightline. I don't know if it's the partner program or is it for everybody. I'm not sure. You'd have to check it out on their website. But Flightline, what that is you can add your cell phone number in, and if you're in the US, you can get a SMS text message with different things, like your clearances. You can get the ATIS for the airport. You can also get your dispatches with SkyOps on your phone. And if you're outside the U.S., you can get you can use WhatsApp. So it seems pretty cool. So we're gonna look at that too. All right, so let's tune in SkyOps and see if we can set this up. All right, what do we? LifeMed. Dispatch LifeMed 511. We'd like to pick up our patient to transport them to Homer.
Hold on while I check the mission queue. I'll get back to you in 1 to 2 minutes.
Alright, so he's going to get our patient information for us. And hopefully it gives us the air ambulance one. It might have to be a little more detailed if it doesn't.
LifeMed 511. SkyOps. Alright, we got a new VIP mission for you. Transporting Charles Leclerc from the Ferrari F1 team from Kodiak Airport, PA to Homer Airport, PAHO. Ensure a smooth and comfortable journey for Charles and his entourage. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Alright, so new flight. So I got to be more specific. I got to say air ambulance. An air ambulance mission. Alright, so SkyOps. So all I did is hit the new flight button to reset it. Alright. Dispatch LifeMed 511. I'd like to pick up our air ambulance patient, transporting them to Homer.
Let me see what we have. Give me a minute or two.
Alright, so hopefully this works.
LifeMed 511. SkyOps. Alright, we got a new VIP mission for you. You're transporting Mr. Jonathan Rivers, CEO of Harmony Tech, to Homer Airport, IKO code PAHO. He's attending a concert and is accompanied...
Nope. So it's... So it doesn't seem to be working. Let's see, hang on a second. So... Alright, hit new flight, let it reset.
Alaska 22, 79, ready for taxi.
See, I'm trying to go outside, a little bit outside the realm of what you're supposed to be doing, just to kind of test it. So that's why it's not working. It works.
We are ready for
it works normally, so.
Taxi to runway 26 for Foxtrot.
Alright, so let's try this. Dispatch LifeMed 511. We'd like to pick up our air ambulance transport mission to Homer.
Let me see what we have. Give me a minute or two. LifeMed 511. SkyOps. Unable to provide ATC services. Please contact ATC for air ambulance transport mission details.
That's weird. That is definitely weird. Let me try something. Reset SayIntentions. Got plenty of fuel sitting here warming up. So I'm gonna clean this out. Dispatch LifeMed 511. We'd like to pick up an air ambulance transport mission to Homer.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
Alright, so hopefully this works. Nope. For some reason it's unable to provide ATC services.
LifeMed 511, SkyOps, unable to provide ATC services. Please contact Air Traffic Control for assistance.
Really? Why? Ah, this worked on the test sector. Well, what frequency does it want me to try to use? Let's see if everything's right. So I got a SkyOps crew. Identity, LifeMed 511. Okay. Alright, so...
Good afternoon, Captain. And I are just getting everyone settled in the luggage locker.
SkyOps
I'll let you know when we are secure and
AS3219
ready.
currently.
No. So it's supposed to reset the mission. Dispatch LifeMed 511, I'd like to pick up our air ambulance mission to Homer.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
So when you hit new flight, it's supposed to reset everything. So I'm gonna take a minute while we're waiting. Okay, why did we lose power? That's why. Crap. I ran my battery's dead. Oh well.
Good afternoon, Captain. And I are securing the medical supplies and stabilizing the patient. I'll make sure you're updated as we get ready to go.
Okay, do we have any information on this patient?
I can't handle that task. Let's focus on getting our clearance and departure sorted first.
That's... okay, I don't know why it's really not working very well.
Captain, we are secure and good to go. The patient is stable and doing okay.
Okay, thank you. So
You're welcome.
So it's supposed to pick up thing. It's supposed to give us a whole dispatch of who the patient is. Blah blah blah. All right. Dispatch LifeMed 511. Can we get information on our patient?
Your patient is a 4-5-year-old male, who has suffered a severe leg injury while hiking. He requires immediate transfer to Homer for specialized treatment. A medical team, including a paramedic and a nurse, is on board to assist during the flight.
All right, thank you, dispatch. All right, so there we go. So, all right, so let's get our clearance. Kodiak Tower, Life Med 511. I'd like to pick our IFR to Homer. So you could bounce back and forth with SkyOps. It's just a matter of frequency changes. So you can integrate SkyOps with your ATC operations.
Life Med 511, Kodiak Tower cleared to Homer. Radar vectors Kodiak, then is filed, climb and maintain 4,000, expect 8,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.1 squawk 4751.
Cleared to Homer, radar vectors Kodiak, then is filed, climb and maintain 4,000, expect 8,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.1 squawk 4751, Life Med 511.
Life Med 511, read back correct.
Alright, so get our transponder on. And our squawk is 4751. Turn our radar onto standby. And we are taxi lights. Alright, we're ready to get going. Let's contact ground. Let's get out of here. We gotta... Kodiak ground, Life Med 511. Request taxi with Juliet.
Life Med 511, taxi to runway 8 via Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta.
Runway 8 via Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta, Life Med 1511. Alright. So it should only take us about 30 minutes to get up to Homer. Life Med is actually a real air ambulance unit out of in Alaska. I couldn't find too much on them, other than you know, quick information anyway. I do know they do not operate the Cessna 404, but we're doing a private contract with them. But we're on our way. So what was cool was I was getting those VIP dispatches, but for some reason it's kind of a little bit glitched out. So they were sending text messages to my phone with those dispatches, and I technically could have requested my IFR clearance to Homer via my phone, but I don't. It wouldn't have. It would have been just a pre-departure clearance text message, so I wouldn't have been able to. It wouldn't have had any. You wouldn't have noted. You know. You wouldn't have heard anything or anything like that. So, but there's a lot that they can do with it now, and they just keep adding stuff, and it's really cool. At least in my opinion. And they're still working on traffic injection.
Kodiak ground,
and I think they're pretty
959 Alpha Romeo with you at transient parking.
close
X-ray,
to
and we're looking for clearance VFR to Anchorage.
getting that going.
Jet
Probably
959
next
Alpha Romeo. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1,500 feet on departure.
next month or two would be my guess.
125.1 1 squawk 4135, over.
Is my
Vision
guess.
9 Alpha Romeo. Read that correct.
Hard guess. I don't have any insider information on that. All they have is that they're working on it. No. Alright, so we're doing radar vectors to Kodiak. We're doing runway 8 for departure. Whoa. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Alright, so I believe this is I think this was done. This is Coronado. Did this plane. And I want to say it's a Coronado / Abeo, like FSX days. But it's actually one of the better default ones. I mean, it's nowhere, it's not Fly Somewhere's 414, it's not study level or you know, high fidelity in any aspect, but it's a fun little plane to fly. It's, you know, very flyable. Like, it doesn't have those, you know, junky bugs that some of the other ones do. So Monday night stream got canceled because, you know, OBS was giving me problems again. And I also shuffled around the schedule. So we were supposed to be doing the Lithuania flight, but on Monday. But I wanted to do something else. So I'm saving the Lithuania flight for this weekend, because I want to get it in the afternoon, because I did my math wrong, and 8 o'clock at night, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning in Lithuania, so there no ATC would really be on. So, and we're going to be doing it on network, on VATSIM. So it's time to put my words where, you know, I keep saying that we should be afraid of VATSIM. You know, you gotta try, you gotta challenge yourself. So we've never done a European flight on VATSIM. So we're going to do a first on Saturday, and we're gonna do live ATC with in Eastern Europe. So it should be pretty cool. We're flying out from Vilnius, Lithuania, down to Romania. I unfortunately can't pronounce that airport, but it's actually near Glad's Castle in Romania. So it should be interesting. That flight, you know, it's mountainous terrain. It's generally poor weather this time of year, so it's a real long runway. We're not going to need flaps. Get a little fast here. Gotta love Alaska weather. I don't know what this artifact is. I get that. I got that in 2020 too. I'm not running frame gen or anything like that, so I don't know. Might be some kind of sharpening mask that I have up. Alright, so here we are. Get it good. Alright, let's tune in tower. Kodiak Tower, Life Med 511. Holding short runway 8, ready for departure.
Life Med 511, Kodiak Tower, runway 8, wind 035 at 15. Fly heading 080, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, Life Med 511. Alright, so let the co-pilot handle the transmissions from now on. We're going to fly. So, mixture's full, rich. Landing lights on. On. Let's see, pitot heat is on. Let us go. Get out of here. Let's get our patient to Homer. Everything looks good. It's in the green. Take off power. Try to keep her center line. L crosswind. Swirling winds. Bouncing off that mountain over there. Alright, we are IFR. Let's get climbing and not crash into the water. It's too much.
Life Med 511, contact departure on 125.1.
Clear up.
Switching to departure on
Bounce around.
125.1, Life Med 511.
Alright, get bounced around here. Let's turn the autopilot on and we'll go heading mode.
Anchorage Center, Life Med 511. Afternoon, climbing past 500.
Life Med 511, Anchorage Center, radar contact, turn left heading 040, vectors to Kodiak. Then own navigation, climb and maintain 8,000.
Left heading 040, vectors to ODK,
Hey, John.
then own
Everything is
navigation.
secure back
Climb
here.
and maintain
The patient is
8,000, Life Med
stable, and
511.
Greg and I are keeping a close eye on her vitals. It's crucial we get her to Valdez as soon as possible for the specialized treatment. Remember our last mission with the young kid to King Salmon? This one feels just as urgent, but we're on top of it.
Try to keep it as smooth as possible, Nikki.
Let's keep it focused, John.
Right, not hitting that right. That's the co-pilot, I guess. Alright, Nikki, I'll keep it as smooth as possible.
Thanks, John. We appreciate the smooth ride. It's always good to know we've got a steady hand up front, especially with missions like these.
So this is... so Homer is supposed to be... so it doesn't inject the patient in here. This is just default scenery. So it's not a 45-year-old person, but... Alright, so I was going to say the... and let's go direct. And nav. So... yeah, so our patient's a 45-year-old hiker, but it doesn't inject the patient into the plane. That's default.
Anchorage Center, Beaver November 427 Victor Mike, 2,800, climbing 6,500.
Beaver November 427 Victor Mike, Anchorage Center, radar contact.
So Homer's supposed to be VFR.
5,000, Delta Romeo Tango.
TBM Delta Romeo Tango, turn left heading 080.
Left heading 080, Delta Romeo Tango.
TBM Delta Romeo Tango, left heading 080, approved.
Anchorage Center, Sierra November 123 Romeo Juliet, would like to pick up our IFR to Wasilla. We have information, Romeo.
Okay, so Anchorage Center.
Sierra 123 RJ Anchorage Center, roger.
So SkyOps, you can go on there. It's a dispatch, LifeMed 511. You can mark us airborne. Dispatch, LifeMed 511. You can mark us airborne.
Copy, mark airborne.
Get back over to Anchorage Center. Keep that on there. Alright, so this doesn't have an auto capture. It's a little more of a basic autopilot. So once we get to...
Cleared direct AKN, Skyhawk 5332 Victor.
Of course, I have... what's interesting is I have a Moby flight profile for my wind wing, and it seems to be auto capturing, so we'll see. We'll see what that does. Look at that breakout. Alright, we could kill our landing light, track that. Little sunset flight. So this is real time, so in Alaska it's sunset. Probably be coming in closer to dusk or dark by the time we reach Homer. So the wind wing is probably kind of accessing the behind the scenes autopilot that this is based on. So that's probably why it's working like that. Because it doesn't have vertical speed hold in reality. It's holding because I clicked the VS hold button on the wind wing.
Direct Homer, climb maintain flight level 210, Defender 601.
So let's see if it captures.
Vision Jet 7 Papa Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb maintain flight level 290.
Well, that's convenient. Kind of makes it just a little easier. It's really convenient, actually. Alright, so we're in our cruise. Let's set our power. So we'll bring the RPMs back down. We'll do 1700 on the RPMs. 25 on the manifold pressure. And we'll lean out our mixture. We'll go rich of peak. I'm just watching the EGT. You can see it rising. It should peak out and start to drop. So there's peak. So we'll go Richard Peak. Certainly not precise.
Japan Air 601, climb and maintain flight level 280.
We could also go. So we can also go to fuel flow. So we can.
Flight level 280, Japan Air 601.
Bring it back to 75% power and lean it out for fuel flow. Just like that. Alright, so we're lean, we're cruising. We got our patient on board, and it looks like it's gonna be about 45 minutes. So we probably got somewhat of a headwind coming in at us. I don't have anything fancy on board to tell us. Alright, let's get the weather radar up. Yeah, so we got a lot of storms.
32 Victor, climb and maintain 8,000.
So the SkyOps is really cool. So the other day we did
climb and maintain 8,000.
We did the search and rescue mission with SkyOps in Aspen with the Huey. Barring my excellent helicopter flying skills, let's put that in quotations. We crashed almost 3 times, but it's pretty cool doing the search missions with that. And another cool thing is one of the, if you want to check out that live stream, one of the devs for SkyOps popped in on the thing. We were talking to him for a little bit, and he was giving us some pointers on how to make the helicopters work with
Japan Air 601, climb and maintain flight level 310.
With SkyOps, if it doesn't recognize that you're a helicopter, it's only going to give you a search mission, which is what it was doing. And you have to make sure that you put
left heading
in
080 Delta Romeo Tango.
You have to make sure that you put in that you're a helicopter.
Tango. Turn left heading 080.
Let me turn that down just a little bit.
Heading 080 Delta Romeo Tango.
Alright, so let me show you this.
015 Delta Romeo Tango.
here's SkyOps, or SayIntentions. So under here, under identity, you want to put in here your helicopter so that it knows that you're a helicopter. The Huey, and I think the 135, it doesn't auto recognize it as a helicopter. You know, and then you go for your call sign from there. And then you want to make sure under intercom channel 2 that you have a SkyOps crew on board. And then you just tune into 122.11 and ask for a mission. I've been trying to work it out where we can just ask kind of plain speak, but I guess it's not working terrible, or not working the greatest, but it's also alpha, so it's very much a work in progress, guys. So don't take any of the glitches or bugs that are on here as like, oh my god, this thing doesn't work, it's broken, blah blah blah. It's not a perfect release product. They're working on it, and even in this state it's still really cool. So they do search and rescue, searches for the fixed wing guys. There's VIP ops and cargo ops, which I haven't tried yet, and the air ambulance stuff. And there's other stuff that they're working on that they haven't quite talked about yet, but they said there's more to come. So I'm hoping for law enforcement, but I'm not sure how that's going to pan out on how they're going to be able to do that, but law enforcement would be pretty cool. Like a drug interdiction mission or something like that. So, Navigraph is showing us 26 minutes to our destination, so I don't know what oh, okay, so that's why we're 26 minutes direct, where there's another 20 minutes for our approach, because we're on the RNAV. But it's a well put together, you know, well put together model, in my opinion. There's also a cargo version of this plane and a passenger version.
Delta Romeo Tango.
CBM Delta Romeo Tango, squawk 5442 NI dead.
Cessna 02 Papa, contact departure on 132.65.
132.65, Cessna 102 Papa.
But the SayIntentions guys, man, are really putting some stuff together. And none of this stuff, so if you have the subscription, which is like $16 a month now, like they've really come down in price. I remember when they first came out, it was like $30 a month. They dropped it down to $19, and now they're down to like $16. Like all this will be included in that subscription. Like you're not paying anything extra, nothing extra for the flight line stuff for your phone. You know, nothing extra for SkyOps. It's all part of the subscription plan. Unfortunately, from my understanding, though, that SkyOps is not going to be included with Entourage. But because of the intense AI usage, they have to recoup some costs. But with the Entourage program, they do have the ground crew, which I haven't really tried yet, and I'm really curious about that one. So it's supposed to do pushbacks and jetways and, you know, your everything like that. So, and I've saw in their Discord that they're really refining that. This weather's a mess. So MS2024 has a glitch with the tail number, because we're actually November 404 Lima Mike. Just, take it, I don't know why. There's a bug, that's why. It is windy up here. Alright, so let's see if we can get some VNAV information. So we want to be at
Vision Jet 7 Papa Charlie, climb and maintain flight level 250.
I maintain flight level 250, 7 Papa
we have
Charlie.
5,000 at Cassie. Still have a little bit of the blowout glitch that they've been having problems with. We're about half a nautical mile from there. I'm going to come down at about 1,000 feet per minute. And we don't have any information. Maybe we get closer, I don't know. Either that or we're supposed to descend now. But we're 105 nautical miles out. That's too far away. Oh well. There's no way to turn that down. That'll automatically go down when it gets darker out. What's up? And of course you could talk to your co-pilot. Hey Sarah, how's it going?
Doing well, John. Let's stay focused on the flight.
Oh, she's kind of professional. Hey Sarah, did you check out that that YouTuber Virtual Flight Diaries?
Let's keep our focus on the flight, John.
Oh, she's being a stick in the mud. I was talking to another co-pilot. They're a little more accommodating, but Sarah's very professional, and we can't fault her for that. Everybody has at least one of those coworkers, right?
Citation 525 Whiskey Tango, Anchorage Center. Descend and maintain flight level 050. Citation 5 Whiskey Tango, descend and maintain flight level 040.
At least we're not building up any ice. Hey Nikki, just to let you know, it's gonna be bouncy all the way there.
Thanks for the heads up, John. We'll make sure everything is secure back here. Reminds me of that bumpy ride we had a few days ago at the Rockfall Victim near White River National Forest. We managed just fine, and we can't let it go too.
That's right, because we're a good team.
Let's keep this one smooth and safe.
So it's really interesting is the fact that the SkyOps kind of remembers all the missions that you've done so far. And it keeps it pretty thing. So we're doing emergency ops, so it sticks to the missions that I've done emergency wise. And if I've done a couple VIPs, it's interesting, but it keeps that crew remembers all the VIP missions you've done on it and talks about that. So it's really cool that they kind of remember that. So it's almost like a continuum. And you're a working crew. You've gone through some stuff, and it adds a little bit to that immersion that seems to be really interesting. So why are we slowing down? I don't like that. So let's elect for some anti-ice. I mean, we are cruising through the clouds here. Let's see if that fixes some things. So I think we're picking up. We are picking up ice. Oh wow, that came on quick. Look at that. That's why our airspeed was dropping. Let's see if that's good. If not, we're gonna have to descend. But it fixed our airspeed problem. What do we look like now? So I think we were icing, but it was just an LOD problem, so you can't see it from the exterior. Either that or it's melting, because there's, look like there's a little bit there. Some on the other side of the wing. Got some ice over here. So I think it's melting because we just left the clouds. Ice back here. Alright. That could have ended the mission pretty quickly. If we weren't paying attention, it would have kept building up, and we would have kept losing airspeed. And eventually we would have had to start, the plane would have either stalled or started descending. Since we're on autopilot, we would have stalled. Because it would have held this until the airspeed just dropped to nothing. So that's why you gotta kind of pay attention to your plane. That blowout, that blow bug or whatever. I'm sure it'll be fixed. They fixed it a little bit because it was like constant, but now it does go away. Hey Sarah, let's go over the arrival brief.
We'll be arriving in Homer on runway 22 using the RNAV-Y approach. Weather at arrival shows winds favoring runway 22. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 4751, and approach frequency will be assigned by ATC. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, John.
Okay, so little hiccup there. Those are the numbers for the Learjet, which I was flying a VIP ops mission on with this same co-pilot. So just a little hiccup there. But it's still neat that you can get the approach on it. As a caveat, LifeMed does operate the Lear 35, and the FlySimware is supposed to be releasing very soon their aeromedical livery and interior for the Lear 35, and I can't wait for that. See, my current career is, is corrections, but I did a long line of, search and rescue, ground operations. I was a firefighter, and I was also an EMT for quite some time. And the air ambulance stuff always intrigued me. And it's neat the different things you have to be concerned about with patient care, especially in an unpressurized plane, is the atmosphere can affect different things with patient care, including oxygen levels and drug interactions and based on altitude. So it's really a neat operation. From my understanding, though, it's not so much of a pressurized cabin because you can control the pressurization. You might not be able to achieve the certain altitudes that you want based on your altitude needs for the cabin. So you might not be flying that air ambulance Learjet at 40,000 feet, because you might need a cabin that's 4,000 feet. But there's a whole other grouping of considerations that are pretty cool. Now here's the one for SkyOps. That could be a law enforcement type mission. Air prisoner transport. So that would be an interesting thing. So a lot of the law enforcement would be tough to do. But I think air prisoner transport would be something that could be done, because you could base it on the VIP stuff, but then you could add an element of law enforcement to it. So they would need to add some more crew, get rid of the paramedic and flight nurse crews. Well, not get rid of them, but add a law enforcement corrections crew that you could use, and then you can have some interactions with those members from a law enforcement perspective. Just thinking. I mean, I don't know what it takes to program that stuff. I am not a programmer or a developer in any way. Hell, I just dabbled in livery. Just recently I dabbled in livery creation, and that was so difficult. I know there's easier ways to do it, but I am just not there with that. But so I'm not a developer, so I don't know how hard it is to make that stuff, but that's an idea. That I think would be pretty cool. Con Air kind of stuff to coin a movie. Now I don't know if, now I'll be honest, I don't know if there are any private air transport. Now I know they transport prisoners on airlines. I know there's private ground transport companies. I'm not sure about. Honestly, I'm not sure about the private air transport companies for prisoners. Looks like we're staying pretty good with the de-icing. Oh, we're just going to keep an eye on that, just in case it ices faster than we can de-ice.
Hey John, just wanted to update you that the patient is stable, and Greg and I are keeping everything under control back here. We're making good progress, and it looks like we'll be on time for the specialized care she needs in Valdez. Thanks for keeping us steady up here.
Oh, I thought it was it is a female, so hey, that fits. I thought it was male. Their ADF doesn't work. That's okay, there's no NDVs anyway. We're in that bug transition. Just a little too bright. Yeah, so I'm kind of done hardcore bashing of 2024. So I think this, the more I use it, it's frustrating in some aspects, but the more I use it, the more I'm going to see that this actually has some serious potential to be a very good simulator. So I am going to hold out and see how Microsoft recovers from their release. Everyone was just angry from the release, it was horrid. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to remain this way. I don't know. A lot more of my airplanes are coming over into the sim, so. Also, I've been playing around with some of the sceneries too that I had in 2020, because in the marketplace, in the My Library, you can turn them on now, and some of the ones that are compatible. So like MK Studios, they're compatible. Latin VFR is compatible. So I'm even starting to get some airport sceneries in the sim. Wow, look at that. And that cloud layer. That looks ugly. So things are starting to, developers have had, 2 months now, or, well, maybe a month and a half, and they're really working to get this going. So the only thing that, once I get things like PMDG comes over and it's working good, and Parallel 42's flow, because I hate this menu up here. Once that all comes over, I'm probably dropping 2020, to be honest. And everybody, I'm not running a top of the line simulator either. Let's see if I can. I think that's the code. Yeah, so I'm not top of the line. I'm actually maybe a little high mid-range. Oh, I typed it wrong. that should work now. So you can see what I'm working with here. And it runs half decent most of the time. I do have added some other stuff to it, so I'm also using the Honeycomb Bravo setup and the Wing FCU. I haven't updated. I think do I have that stuff in there? So, yeah. It's just not, so it's not putting it all there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not calling everybody honey. So it ran out of space, so it's Honeycomb Bravo and the Wing FCU is what it says after that. I changed that, so it's not hardware anymore. It's spec. I have to go back through Nightbot and fix some of these things. Looks about right coming through this cloud mess. Alright, so we should be able to start descending. So I'm gonna bring us down to 5,000. Anchorage Center, Life Med 511, we're ready for descent.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
Oh,
Life Med 5111, copy. You're ready.
I have to put center on. Why am I on? Center. Anchorage Center, Life Med 511, we're ready for descent. That's why I wasn't hearing anything.
Life Med 511, Anchorage Center. Good evening, Homer altimeter 29.77.
Anchorage Center, Life Med 511, we're ready for our descent.
Life Med 511, descend and maintain 84 feet.
Descend and maintain 84 feet. Life Med 511.
Anchorage Center, Life Med 511, unable. 84 feet? This is a bad day for SayIntentions. I haven't had glitches like this in a while, a long while. Some company bouncing through. Anchorage Center, Life Med 511, we're descending to intercept the RNAV Yankee 22 approach. Let's try that.
LifeMed 511, descend and maintain 84 feet. Cleared for the RNAV Y22 approach to Homer Airport.
Descend and maintain 84 feet. Cleared for the RNAV Yankee 22 approach to Homer. LifeMed 511.
Anchorage Center, LifeMed 511. We're unable to do 84 feet. We're descending 5,000.
LifeMed 511, contact approach on 125.9er.
Switching to approach on 125.9er. LifeMed 511.
Gotta work through this glitch.
Approach, LifeMed 511, evening. Descending through 6,000.
LifeMed 511, approach. Good evening, Homer altimeter 29.77.
That's a clear approach. So let's we'll vector ourselves. So let's descend to 4,000 and go direct OLOC.
De Havilland 2, Charlie, radar contact, altimeter 2962.
De Havilland 2, Charlie, copy.
De Havilland 2, Charlie, radar contact.
Homer approach. LifeMed 511, request direct. Oscar Golf Lima Oscar Quebec.
Radar contact 2962, 2 Charlie.
Send 4,000. Get our landing lights out. Oh, it looks like our weather cleared up. So, mixture full rich for landing. Start slowing down. Homer approach, LifeMed 511, established RNAV Yankee 22.
LifeMed 511, cleared for the RNAV Y approach to runway 22 at Homer.
Cleared for the RNAV Yankee approach to runway 22 at Homer. LifeMed 511.
So OLOC, we're at 5,000, and then our next is 2,800, and then 2,300 for our final approach fix.
Center, clear to Kodiak. Vector code me, then it's filed, climb and maintain 3,000. Departure on 125.9er. Squawk 2712. Expect to depart, runway 26. Center, have you had any reports of icing at altitude?
Skyhawk 48 Foxtrot, no reports of icing at altitude.
Center, what is the ceiling at Kodiak?
Should have gave an icing report. I don't know if that was because there might be someone flying at that, you know, online right now that is asking about that. Or that could be pre-recorded. It's hard to tell. Oof. Yeah, there's definitely icing. Alright, first stage of flaps. Gear can come down. So our airport is over here. So this is the Kenai Peninsula. I've been to the Kenai Peninsula, just the other side, not the Homer side. I went to Seward, Alaska, on a fishing trip. And Alaska is a beautiful place. Alright, so airport's in sight. Home approach, LifeMed 511, we have the airport in sight.
Cleared visual approach, runway 22, LifeMed 511.
Alright, so our next altitude is 2800. That's set. Not entirely sure this will do a coupled approach. Although we do have a glide soap bar.
Contact Homer Tower on.
Contacting Homer Tower, LifeMed 511. Alright, we're turning on our approach. Laps 2. So this is a canted RNAV because of this terrain over here. So that's why it's I canted offset. Oh. Hey, I'm not paying attention.
Anchorage Center 626 Mike Alpha, it is with you off of Homer. 1,300, full 4,500, 626 Mike Alpha.
Archer 6 Mike Alpha, radar contact. Archer 6 Mike Alpha, I need to amend your flight. Can you tell me your destination?
626 Mike Alpha is heading for Papa Alpha Delta, Quebec. 626 Mike Alpha.
Alright, so we'll bring it down to 2300. We're a little heavy on the ice, so we're going to need more power to come in. So I don't think we're going to be doing
LifeMed 511, Homer Airport at your 2 o'clock, 10 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Take care.
Yeah, so Homer's uncontrolled, so. Can I approach LifeMed 511? Frequency change approved. go ahead and cancel our IFR at this time. Alright, I'm going to take and fly us. Since it's not doing a coupled approach, but we can see our runway, so let's hand fly this puppy. Full flaps is not doing us very well, probably because we're covered in ice. Which is not a good thing.
Life Med 511, Homer Airport at your 1 o'clock, 6 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Have a good evening.
On our approach, we have the runway in sight. Go ahead, cancel our IFR. Life Med 511.
Life Med 511, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
I don't know why it automatically changed it, but okay. Yeah, it's a little out of trim. There we go. Alright, now we're a little high, so we'll just put the power out, sink on in. Little off center there. Bring our flaps in. Welcome to Homer, Alaska. Lean out for ground operations. Let's see where we got a taxiway. Here we go. stop here. Our taxi light on. Can the strobes off. Brake on, flaps up. Leaned out for ground operations. We have no Homer traffic. Life Med 511 taxiing to parking. Clear the runway. That was a bad call. Alright, so let's see. Let's stop the recorder. Let's taxi over here. And we'll call ourselves on the ground so we can end the mission. Yeah, we'll check out our landing. Alright, parking brake on. We got nav light can stay on, taxi light off. Turn off all the anti-ice, all pitot heat, and avionics bus. Dispatch, LifeMed 511, show us at our destination.
Great job. The medical team is already on site and wanted to thank you for your excellent work. The mission is complete.
All right, Nikki, we're here.
Hey, John. Thanks for the update. We're ready to get going whenever you are.
We're here. We can offload the patient.
Great, John. Let's get the patient offloaded and into the care of the specialized team. Thanks for the smooth flight.
So, I imagine some things that are going to come is an injection of, the ambulance approaching and some ground operations. That's my guess. It's not it's like I said, I don't have any inside knowledge to this stuff, but I'm just guessing. Alright, so that is that. So let's kill SayIntentions. Barring any of the glitches that we've had this evening, it was actually pretty cool. Alright, let's auto start. That's because the battery's dead. Oh, I forgot I killed the battery. Fortunately, there's no way to fix that. So let's hopefully the
Couldn't find valid airport data at this position. Services are not available.
Good. Alright, so let's see here. We need to be a little brighter out, right? Let's run it forward. There's the town of Homer. Let's see how I did hand flying this puppy in. Off center line. What was our... A little bit of a hard landing, I think. Let's wind it back and see what our landing was. We got too much adjustment there for the crosswind, that's why I drifted. Alright, so our landing rate. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not bad. Negative 55, but the G-forces was a little tough, so we did bring it in pretty hard. Alright guys, well, that is our stream for this evening. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in, checking out our SkyOps mission for air ambulance service here in Alaska. It was glitched this evening, and I don't know why. I've used it for months now without any glitches, and the SkyOps really didn't work. So I don't know what happened there, but it was still pretty cool. You know, it still operated in a decent capacity. So I'm still on board with it. It is a awesome program. Highly recommend it. If you want, you can, although they don't require you to do so. For a little extra, you can sign up for the partner program, which gives you access to the alpha builds that they drop. So you get early access to the different things. Granted, like they say on their website and in their development blogs or vlogs, it is complete alpha builds, so there'll be glitches. And SkyOps is still totally an alpha build. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know, if you like this kind of stuff. I'll do more of it. It helps out the channel. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. There's more stuff coming. We stream Mondays and Wednesdays, and pop-up streams occur usually on the weekends for different things, depending on my schedule. But yeah, every Monday and Wednesday, and there's a lot of other stuff coming to the channel. So like, subscribe, and thanks for those that like the channel and those that have already subscribed. I really do appreciate it. And those future that are going to subscribe. So, all right, so that's it. I'm Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John. Stay safe, stay healthy. On to the next one. See you.